everybody, this week on ANN News Kids, I'm going to be talking about the first African to win the Architecture Prize, Russia and Ukraine situations, and coronavirus statistics. The country of the week is Angola. The extra fun segment is all about clocks, and we are talking to Mohammed Sallam in the Spiritual Curious segment, who is part of the Mars One mission and has amazing things to say about his journey and advice. I really hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and please comment below because we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Diabedo Francis Kere, an architect from Burkina Faso, became the first African to win the Pritzker Prize, which is also called the Nobel Prize of Architecture. He has created magnificent work and buildings around the world, but mostly in Africa, Europe, and US. His signature work is the use of light in his buildings. The Ukrainian president has decided to call peace talks with the Russian president before the situation gets too bad. The US president has also decided to speak with the Chinese president. Bill Clinton and George W. Bush, two former American presidents, also showed their support for Ukraine. Many people have died from both sides, including more than 100 children in Ukraine. The situation in Russia is very bad because of the war. There's not much stock in supermarkets and people are fighting over what they need. McDonald's also closed down their joints there, but some fast food restaurants like Burger King, who has 800 restaurants there, have refused to shut them down. Coronavirus cases around the world are slowly increasing, but the deaths are slowly decreasing. The top 5 countries with the most coronavirus cases in the past 7 days are South Korea, Germany, Vietnam, France, and UK. The top 5 countries with the most coronavirus deaths in the past 7 days are USA, Brazil, Russia, Hong Kong, and South Korea. For the Spiritual Curious segment this week, we are talking to Mohammed Sallam, who is part of the Mars One mission. He has an amazing journey and a lot of amazing things to say as well. I really hope you enjoy and learn something new.
Of course. My name is Mohammed Sallam. I'm currently 39 years old. I'm Egyptian, a very proud Egyptian, and I love space since I was maybe 5. I wanted to be an astronaut like almost everybody else, but actually, funny story, I did not know about astronauts when I was a kid. I didn't know that there are some people that actually get to wear spacesuits and actually go to space. I didn't know about that. All I wanted to do is just fly as a kid and go to space and maybe see the moon and the planets and the stars with my own eyes. And then later on, when I was maybe 12, I got to know that there are actually people who do this for a living, and I became obsessed. I tried to be an astronaut then, but living on this part of the world did not serve me well, being in Africa, because we don't have a space agency where I am. And I was fine with the notion that, okay, I'm not going to be an astronaut, but that shouldn't stop me from actually learning about space and be more knowledgeable about it. So in 2013, I had the chance to apply for a mission that is going to Mars in 2031. And this mission is a one-way mission, meaning we'll go there to stay. We're not going to come back if this mission actually takes place. And a lot of people applied for this mission. I am not qualified by any chance. I just love space. I didn't study anything about space. I'm not an engineer or a scientist, but I believed in my talents and my passion for space. So I applied, and out of I think 200,000 people, they chose only 1,000 for round two. I was one of them, and I started questioning myself. Why did they pick me? I have no knowledge whatsoever. But they were actually looking for uh, a specific type of individual that can fit into this category of missions, which is a one-way mission. And they saw something in me, so I've been chosen to round two, and then we had to study everything there is about space, especially about Mars, the history of the planet, comparisons between Mars and Earth, the missions that's been to Mars in the past 40 years, everything there is to know. And after a lot of studying, including, intro to medicine and space and engineering and psychology, space law, even, I was chosen for round three. And currently, we are just 100 people around the world. I am the only Egyptian. I am the only Arab actually in the program. The program is currently on hold because of the COVID and whatnot, but hopefully it will take off maybe next year or the year after.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's an amazing journey and story. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Can you tell us about what you like, what else you like about space? What fascinates you about space?
Ooh, where should I begin? So I'm a very curious person. I wake up and I love to ask questions. I find it that people who don't ask questions are very boring people. You have to always ask why, when, where, and there's nothing more mysterious than the universe and space, given that uh, our size in space is so little, given how huge the universe is, and it's expanding. It's just mind blowing to me. And since I was a kid, I've always had these questions like, where do we come from? Why are we here? And what is the universe expanding into? It must be expanding into something. So I've always had these questions in mind. And of course, the biggest question of all, are we alone in the universe? So I am super interested in these type of things. And given that while I was studying, actually, I got to learn that there's nothing special about Earth in the development of the planet. So whatever happened here can happen anywhere in the universe. Meaning, is there anybody else is there any other civilization alive in the universe? The answer is we don't know. The statistics are insane, though. The numbers, they all suggest that we are not alone in the universe, but we've been trying to find another civilization, and we've been trying to flare our position and say, hey, guys, we live here. If anybody in the universe is alive, please come and visit us. Let us know of your presence. But we have no luck so far. Maybe it's much more complicated than we think, and maybe we're not as intelligent as we think we really are. So I think a part of me interesting in space and the universe is trying to answer these questions and exploring more and more. Given that the same elements that we are made of, the most four common elements in the universe, they exist everywhere. So if we're made of carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen, you will find this anywhere in the universe, meaning the chances of other life forms taking place somewhere else is really high.
Wow, amazing. And could you tell us a bit more about your Mars mission?
Sure. So it's a Dutch organization. It's called Mars One, and they're not an aerospace company like SpaceX, or they're not a space agency like NASA. They're just an organization with an idea, and they put up applications in 2013. I found the application complete coincidence. I applied, and the mission itself was designed to go in 2026, and then they had to push it 5 years back, like every other space mission, basically, because space is super complicated. But the mission itself, it aims to sending four people, 2 men and 2 women, to two of them needs to be doctors, two of them needs to be engineers. And if I were to advance in the next round, I'd have to study for either to get a PhD in engineering or medicine, which is super difficult. But anyway, they aim to send 4 people and on the first mission to Mars in 2031. That's the current timeline. And when they go there, the first people will arrive there. Everything will be super difficult for them because they will be basically laying the ground for other missions to come. And the overall goal or the target of the organization is to build a human habitat or a human city on Mars. And the reason why it's one-way mission, because they've done their research and they found that it's a lot cheaper to just go there and stay and work from there. And it's also low risk to go there and stay than go there, stay for a while, and then come back to Earth. Because if you want to go to Mars, you'll have to stay for 2-3 years because of some technical issues before you can come back to Mars, to Earth. And if you spend all this time in low gravity, some of it in zero gravity in space, and some of it in only 40% gravity on Mars, you adapt hearing senses, smelling senses, and we have no data or research on how it works on the human body. Would still have to test it. So they were like, okay, let's go there. We know we can go there and stay there, and we'll figure out how to be healthy. And why do we want to come back? If we can dig and answer questions, let's stay there and work from there, hopefully. And this actually put the Mars projects on the map. Since the Mars One announced its application, NASA got fired up about this and they announced their Mars mission. SpaceX got fired up about this and they announced their Mars mission. And now United Emirates, they've been doing some missions to Mars, China, India. So it's picking up, and I think it's going. Mars is, the new trend for the space industry.
Wow. Wow, thank you.
And what is your advice to kids?
Ooh, if I had to narrow it down to just one advice, it will be please, try to find, before you do what you love, try to find what you love. Because when I was a kid, I didn't know what I want. I just knew that I wanted to fly and go see the planets. But I had no idea if that's a thing, and I didn't believe I can. So I completely forgot about it till the age of maybe when I was 30. And then I started to remember, hey, I like space. Why didn't I do anything to be an astronaut or works towards it? So I believe that it's a good advice if you look for what you love from the early ages, and just stick to it. And it doesn't matter what it is, as long, of course, as it doesn't hurt other people. If you love singing, just be the best singer you can, and believe in yourself. If you love arts, and if you love, being a YouTube presenter, please do that and give it 100%. Eventually, you'll get there, as long as you believe in yourself.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Of course.
It was wonderful.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm having a really pleasant time with you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and thank you.
You too. Of course.
L'Angola est un pays situé en Afrique du Sud. Sa capitale est Luanda et sa population est de 33 millions d'habitants. L'hippodrome noir géant, un animal en Angola, a été trouvé en 2004 après beaucoup d'années de guerre civile au Angola. C'était pensé comme éteinte. Malgré ces longues années de guerre civile, Angola est l'un des pays les plus riches en Afrique à cause des diamants, pétroliers et gaziers. Les cascades de Calendula sont vraiment magnifiques au Angola. Ce sont les deuxièmes plus grandes cascades en Afrique après les cascades Victoria. Merci. This week for the Extra Fun segment, I'm going to be telling you some fun facts about clocks. I hope you enjoy. The oldest working clock is the Salisbury Cathedral clock in England. It dates back to 1386. An institute in Colorado created a clock so accurate that it won't lose or gain a second. It's used for internet time. The term o'clock is short form of off the clock. With the invention of the pendulum clock in 1656, Christian Huygens made the accuracy of clocks much better. Big Ben is the name of the largest of the 5 bells on the clock and not the name of the clock itself. Thank you, and I really hope you enjoyed these facts.